Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Vail Daily Live. I'm Tricia Swenson, coming to you live from our studios here in the heart of Eagle County. We're in Eagle Vail at the Vail Daily headquarters, and we'll be live with you for about the next 90 minutes. I'm in the studio. We'll have Ken Hovey out in Vail Village, and Ty Diaz will be to the west of us in Avon. But we're going to be bringing you the weather, the headlines, details on what you can do tonight, the rest of the week. We have a lot of activities happening. In fact, this week is really when it all comes together. We've got so many things happening up valley and down valley, anything from classical music with Bravo to cowboys and cowgirls down at the Eagle County Fair and Rodeo. In fact, the fair has already started with the 4-H exhibits going on at the Eagle River Center, and then rodeo action, the carnival, everything kicks off on Wednesday, tomorrow, and that'll go through Saturday. So a lot of fun, a good reason to get down there. If you've never been to a rodeo, this is where you're going to want to be this weekend. But on the show today, we're going to let you know, we're going to check in with Ruggs Benedict. They're going to be calling in. I think maybe they're at a trade show. We'll check in with Mandy Benedict with that. We'll also check in with the DJ that'll be playing at FAC, the Friday Afternoon Club at the Westin. DJ Howard is calling in from Nashville, and we're going to take time fishing. He's going to meet up with John Packer from Fly Fishing Outfitters. Ken will be actually not an Eagle. We brought Ken up to Vail Village today, and then we'll give you all sorts of details on the Eagle County Fair and Rodeo. Ken had a chance to talk to some of the 4-H kids, county commissioners, people involved with the event, and then a lot of live music around town this week. So stay with us for that. We're going to be your concierge for what you can do all throughout the week, and we'll give you the weather details so you can plan for it as well. Now, there's a couple different ways you can watch us. A lot of people ask me, well, wait, how do I get this Vail Daily Live on? You can honestly just open up Facebook or YouTube, search Vail Daily Live. There you go. If you do that while we're live, you can actually participate in the chat. You can also find us on vaildaily.com, right on our homepage. Scroll down, click the little button, and we'll pop on. Or you can also go to vaildailylive.com. But if you use those, you can't quite chat with us. And then if you want to watch us later, hey, we're a podcast on Spotify. You can also catch us on Roku, on Apple TV, on Amazon Fire, and of course, YouTube or Facebook. So a couple different ways to watch us live and participate in our show via the chat, or you can watch us later if you want to sleep in. I know it's very tempting, but let's check in with Ken Hovey. He is standing by. He is out at Vail, and I think last time we checked in, he was starting to climb up the mountain.
Go for it.
Ken, where are you?
Before I put my ugly mug out there, I got to let you see this beautiful view this morning, Tricia. Look at that.
Oh, wow. Look at the Gore Range.
Yeah, it's awesome. There is that light haze out there, but a sunny day is in store for our Vail Daily Live viewers. Good morning, Tricia.
Good morning, Ken.
I don't know how that looks. I got coffee. I've got facts for our viewers, all kinds of things today.
I like your jacket.
Yeah, I'm trying to blend in. I'm going to have to share. This was a birthday gift from my wife.
Cool.
Thank you so much to my wife. She's out of town right now. She's not even watching. Maybe she's watching. This is what you want to see, though.
I know.
Right? I mean, it's so nice to be out here this morning. Tricia, I don't know about you. Like, we're in full summer swing out here.
Yes. Well, that's what I was saying. There's so many things going on right now that you can do, from dressing up for Bravo and then dressing in your duds for cowboy country with the Eagle County Fair and Rodeo going on. We've got plenty of live music in between, lots of different events and ways to cool off too.
That's why it's hard for businesses to get employees right now. I mean, the stimulus is part of it, but there's just too much socially to do. It's tough to have a job right now.
Yes, it is. It's a tough job, but somebody's got to have a job. I guess it might as well be us.
Yeah, it's nice to be out here this morning. Great to see you, Tricia. We've got a lot coming up in the program. We do have Ty Diaz. I am not in Eagle today. I'm up on Vail. We've got some things to share with you throughout the program, some local fishing information. As Tricia mentioned, we're going to have John Packer on. He is the authority on fishing, whether you're going wade fishing or floating down the Colorado River. He'll have all the insight on that. I'll have your weather and mountain details and more from the village. Tricia, I brought up a little montage of videos that we're going to be sharing today on Vail Daily Live. Viewers are going to want to stay with us because, you know, everywhere I go, I take my phone with me and we capture things.
I know. Your little document, you catch your little documentaries of a day in Ken's life. Where is Ken now? Well, you traveled to some pretty cool places, just throughout the Vail Valley.
You don't have to go anywhere.
I know.
Don't have to go anywhere. You just stay right here in Eagle County. That's what I've done over the past few days.
Yeah.
I think Rachel, that's about as good as I could cue her up for that montage video. Maybe it's not ready. That's okay.
Okay, we're trying to get it ready. Here it is. It's ready.
Yeah,
there we go.
This is what we got coming up. Nature, tubing, right? Down at the Eagle River Park. Some fly fishing during the program today and more. I almost lost that one. So stay with us. We've got a few segments coming up. The rodeo. If you've been hiking lately, that's what we have to look like. And of course, Tricia, frozen beverages and tubing from Bonfire Brewing and Eagle Tubing. That's coming up. Oh my gosh.
Okay, good. All right.
I need you to come down there to Eagle.
I know.
Come tubing with me. I want to see in the comments this morning people and photos of their river antics this summer so far. We want to see it. We want to hear about it. What's your favorite stretch of river? If you're tuned in right now, give us a little message. I'll keep coffeeing up, and whenever Rachel brings up the weather, we'll talk about that.
Okay, cool. All right. Hey, Ken, we got to get to Mandy of Benedict from Rugs Benedict, but we're going to check in with Ken throughout the morning, Ty Diaz throughout the morning as well. So thanks for joining us today. You're watching Vail Daily Live. Rachel, we're going to go to the weather right away.
Let's do commercial.
Okay, commercial, weather. Stay with us. We are just getting started.
When it comes to buying quality flooring for your Colorado home, there's only one store in the Vail Valley to choose from, Rugs Benedict. Having served the Vail Valley for over 40 years, you can be confident that you are working with true flooring experts. With hundreds of choices in stock and the combined buying power of 1,000 Carpet One stores, we will find incredible deals for you. Rugs Benedict offers the best selection in area rugs, hardwood flooring, carpet, and luxury vinyl, so that you can find the perfect fit to fill the beautiful space in your home or business and have it installed right away. We don't use freelancers, and neither should you. Rest assured and let our full-time staff of professionals at Rugs Benedict install your new floor with the highest quality standards and a lifetime installation guarantee. So stop by and pay us a visit at our 10,000 square foot showroom in Avon and let our team find you incredible deals and a flawless flooring experience. Because at Rugs Benedict, we know floors.
Welcome back to Vail Daily Live. I'm Tricia Swenson coming to you live from our Eagle Vail studios, but we're checking in with Mandy Benedict, and usually we go to the showroom. We just saw the commercial, but she is calling in, and I got to find out where you are. Mandy, where are you this morning?
We are at the Gaylord in Denver. We're fortunate to have a venue like this that can host all the Carpet One owners. So we're here. We're close.
Oh my gosh, I've been to the Gaylord. That place is huge. You can see it on your way out to the airport. You could practically see it from space. But that's really neat. So you're down at the big show.
Yeah, so we're at Carpet One convention, and this is the first convention we've had in over a year and a half in person. So we've been doing the majority of our buying and finding things virtually. So this is the first time we've been able to really get our hands on all the products and find, just great things to bring home.
Oh, that's awesome. And Carpet One, you guys have had such a good relationship with them. And what's so nice about that is you can pass on that savings, that buying power, being able to stock everything with that relationship.
Yes, we have a 15,000 square foot warehouse in gypsum, and we've been able to pretty much just fill it with extraordinary values for our customers, the greatest trends and really high warranties, because we're working with over 1,000 stores through Carpet One. It's a cooperative, and we're able to bring just the best savings, the hottest, greatest new looks and really durable products. I think we have over 130 things in stock right now that we can install right away.
Okay. Well, that's so good because I hear with home building, remodeling, construction, there's such a lag with like appliances and stuff these days. So to know that we've got it right here in Eagle County, that's good to know. And what sort of things are you learning? What are some of the trends?
So, well, actually, a couple things. They have Alfonso Aragon, one of our business partners, is here, and he's learning a ton of new installation things. We just try and keep up on the latest and greatest of how do we put the floor in and have it perform the best, and then as well, just the design trends and colors, some new wood floor options, and we'll be getting samples soon. But we're always up leveling our showroom. I know Ty talks about it looking like an art gallery. It's because we're always on the cutting edge of what's available, what's going to perform in our area, what are the great values, and how to bring beauty to your home or business.
Yeah, definitely. And you know what? And there's different needs. Sometimes you're looking for something that's just gorgeous and luxurious and super high end. Sometimes you need something for high traffic areas or something, or something for a rental, so there's different ways that you can help us out no matter what we're looking for.
Absolutely. We do gym floors. We do anything from, walk-off mats where you're going to have heavy snow and mud coming in to extraordinary wool and silk hand knotted rugs that can be custom made for staircases. We do it all.
Yeah. Awesome. Now, how long is the conference that you're at?
Well, it's just this week. So we'll be back in Thursday, back in the office.
Okay. And does your whole team go down? How do you do it? How does this work for you guys? Are you still open up here?
Yeah, we are open. We're very, very busy right now. So it's this time it's Gigi, Alfonso, Roger, and myself. So there are 4 of us here finding all the greatest things, and then we rotate. So we do bring other people with us as well.
Okay, perfect. Well, we can't wait to see what you bring back. You'll have to show us next week when we talk to you, and we'll get the scoop on what you found at the show. And I'm so glad you guys can meet in person. I know that relationships are so important to Rugs Benedict.
Absolutely. That's one of the things. Google reviews, you can tell how importantly we take our relationships and really caring for our customers and communities. So, yeah, it's great to be in person.
Okay. All right. And if we want to find out more, what's the best source? What time is your showroom open here in Avon?
We're open 9 to 5:30 Monday through Saturday, and you can just come in anytime. We have a great group of people that can help, or you're welcome to visit our website at rugsbenedict.com.
Okay. All right. Say hi to Gigi, Roger, Alfonso, and I hope you guys have a great trip.
Awesome. Thanks, Tricia.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, Mandy Benedict from Rugs Benedict. Usually we're in their huge showroom in Avon, but like she said, they're down at the Gaylord Hotel, which is near DIA, Denver International Airport, and a huge Carpet One event going on. But let's take it out to Ken Hovey now. He is standing by. He's in Vail Village to be exact, or right there. Are you still right by Pepe's face?
I just spun the camera. That's all it took, Tricia.
All right.
Face behind me. Tricia, in the chat this morning, I want any viewer out there to let us know, what is the lead into Pepe's face? What's the name of that run?
Oh, you mean okay.
Everyone's looking at me like I'm weirdo.
Question for the chat. What's the run before you get to Pepe's face?
Kind of drops in there. Is it still called that? I don't even know. Did they change the name? Once she started hanging out with The Rock?
Oh, okay. I know what the answer is now. All right. Yes. So once again, chat, what is the name of the run above the run called Pepe's Face?
Can you smell what she's cooking? She used to live right here. You could probably smell what she was cooking. Here's what the weather's cooking up. I'm bringing it up. This weather and mountain report brought to you by Betteridge Fine Jewelry and Watches. Exceptional service since 1897. They are located over in the Solaris, which is a very popular place this time of year. And in the wintertime, they have their ice skating rink located right outside. And stop by and see our friends at Yeti's. Pick up a coffee, enjoy the morning, because according to the weather and mountain information, we could have some rain in the afternoon. And I was just going online, just checking different boards besides the one that we use, just looking all over the place. And indeed, it seems, Tricia, that we have the potential for rain showers just about each and every afternoon over the next week. We're going to still see warm daytime highs getting up even into the upper 80s down valley. Overnight lows will be consistently in the 50s, but every day from about 3 o'clock on, it looks like we could have some rain. So take along the rain jacket. I'll be shedding this layer here in just a moment, but I'm switching. I'm going back to rain jacket mode and carrying that with me everywhere because it looks like it could happen. Proper footwear will be in order as well. Tricia, can we talk fishing? Do we have time for that?
Yeah. We could talk fishing. Have you been up?
Do you fish?
You know what? I fished a couple of times. I can't say I'm very good. I do find it very relaxing, except when I get the fly caught in like the shrubs behind me or something.
Yeah. On your back cast is your you got to learn that roll cast.
Yeah. I've heard of the roll cast.
I have to teach you this. I'm not the best fly fisherman, but what I've learned is that by finding areas that don't get fished very much, that is the key to success. And believe it or not, there are still areas around here, and I'm not going to get specific on where they are, that you can go fishing that no one's around, and you don't even find them on Google Maps. You can just
and Ken, I know that you've rappelled down to a mystery location before, right?
To catch one fish. Once that was like this big, but we'll bring this up. Okay. There is probably a fisherman out there that will recognize this. Like one fisherman will see it and be like, I know that area. It is about a 1,500-foot vertical hike down. It's about 5 miles round trip through terrain like this to get to this one single spot. And I'm not saying where it is, but check this out. It's taken me a while to find this location. I just happened to stumble across it. No one around. Tricia, yesterday consisted of throwing dry flies and skinny dipping. There's no skinny dipping footage in this, but
did you fall in?
No. I just got buck naked out there. I decided after I went fishing and went swimming before I did the 2.5 mile hike out. Notice this, fishermen. This is our thing this year. Fish when it's cooler. I was in the shade. Don't touch your fish. And if you have a hole in your net, your fish can just pop out like this one right here. Boop,
he's my goodness.
Look at that. All right, that's it. That's all I'm sharing. That is
all right. Yeah,
no comments. Any fishermen that are tuned in, they're like, I know. Shh. You don't put any comments. I'm not saying either. I'm just saying, Tricia, these places are here.
We're not going to tell anyone where it's at. Hey, so now what? That was a trout, right?
That was.
Okay, what kind of trout? I know we've got cutthroat.
I think I was brown in that. I think I was brown in the net. I'd have to go back. Okay. Cutthroat have the little red slot on there. Tricia, do you want to see my skinny dipping photos?
No.
I'm just kidding. I am worn out though today from that. But I just wanted to share it. You know, we live in such an area that sure you can go on the mountain and it gets congested at times, but there are so many locations here that you just got to put the time in, do the research, figure out where it is, and go get after it. But coming up in the program, I've got a few things of places you can go that everybody goes. And one of those is the Eagle River Park, slushy in hand from Bonfire Brewing, enjoying summertime. Back to you guys.
Yeah. Well, Ken, I had a chance to you get on my beach cruiser this weekend. You know, usually I'm on a road bike or a mountain bike, and I did a little beach cruising. That was kind of fun. But it was on Sunday, and it was so hot. I went out in the morning, came back at right around 1 o'clock, and biking uphill in a beach cruiser, boy, that was a little tough. And then I golfed 18 holes, and it was so hot. I had to go to the pool afterwards. Like, I mean, it's been hot out. I don't know how you guys do it down in Eagle and Gypsum because you're even warmer than we are. Like, the house doesn't even hardly cool down at night. It's hard to sleep.
Tricia, you're a Dakota girl, right? Is it North or South Dakota?
North.
Come on, pool. You're a skinny dipper.
No.
You got me thinking of that Nelly song. It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes.
No skinny dipping.
Tricia, you and Mike, go find a spot, go do some skinny dipping, girl. It's good for you.
Okay. All right. The question in the chat is Ken Hovey was standing right in front of Pepe's Face ski run on Vail Mountain. What is the run above it? If you know that, put it in the chat. And maybe Ken Hovey will buy you a coffee. He doesn't know that, but we'll just tell him he's going to. All right. We have more coming up on the show. Rachel, are we going to a commercial? Okay, we're going to do a commercial. We've got weather when we come back, and we got an interview with the DJ that'll be at the FAC at the Westin on Friday, and so much more.
Berkshire Hathaway Home Services for real estate. Where do we begin? For checklists and for wish lists. For tour after tour after tour. For is this the one? Or let's just see one more. For closing. Finally closing. Your forever agent will be there for all of it. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. For you, for life.
We are back. Hey, we want to thank Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea Company to help fuel our adventures this morning. They've got 2 locations. Their original in Minturn. That's where their roastery and their cafe is. And then just this past winter, they opened one up near the escalators on your way up to chair number 6 at Beaver Creek. So stop in there if you need to fuel your adventure today. But right now, we want to let you know what made headlines for today, Tuesday, the 20th of July, my sister's birthday, as a matter of fact. And on the cover, you can see one of Dave Gorgeous' son, John Gorsuch. He speaks at his father's memorial service on Monday in Vail. We love you and we are you, John Gorsuch said. And several people spoke at David Gorsuch's celebration of life at the AMP in Vail, the Gerald R. Ford Amphitheater. And that is there was just a packed house. Many people came out. You know, the Gorsuch family, Dave and Renee have had Gorsuch Limited for, I think, 60 years now, because they started in Crested Butte before they came to Vail. And a lot of these former employees or current employees came out. They wanted to thank their family, of course. Their grandkids spoke, the son spoke, even Renee got up and spoke about her wonderful husband. But they talked about their Olympic family. Renee and Dave were in the 1960 Olympics in Squaw Valley, and they were on the ski team before that. And they also talked about their Gorsuch family and their Vail community family. So just a very heartwarming service. And we learned a lot of the philosophy of Dave Gorsuch at yesterday's service. So thank you so much for the Gorsuch family for allowing us to share in your memories of this wonderful man. You can read more about David Gorsuch on page A2. Scott Miller put together a great article talking about what the service was all about. Also in today's paper, Avon plots improvements to the rec center, to the park, to the streets, and you can learn more about what the town engineer is planning. You can check that out on page A3. And speaking of improvements, Eagle is hosting workshops for input on Grand Avenue scheme. So a lot of cool things happening to different towns. We have also, it's a construction happening with homes, but we also have a lot of construction and ideas that we want you to be a part of in Avon and Eagle. So make sure you let your voice be heard. But pick up your copy of today's paper. You can find a lot of great stories of what's going on, a lot of details in Town Talk on what everyone's doing on our Vail Live page. Check in and see what everyone is doing. And we also want you to submit your content to us. You can go to vaildailylive.com/submit. Submit your photos, your videos, or tag us on Instagram. And we'd love to have you be a part of our show. But let's take it over to Ty Diaz. He is standing by in Avon now. He's going to give us a look at the weather and actually let us know how it feels out there. Ty, how's it feeling out there? It looks beautiful.
You know, if I had hair, you'd notice that it's blowing in this beautiful, cozy breeze that we're getting here at Nottingham Park. You see what I did there, Tricia, following our conversation with with Brickland?
Yeah.
I'm at Nottingham Park, and it's clear skies, feels really good, nice breeze. Also enjoying seeing whenever the dogs are out here running around, catching the ball, doing really cool morning exercises with their family owners over there. So yeah, that's how things are looking right now for the start of a Tuesday morning out here. Let's take a look at the weather, brought to you by the Outlets of Silverthorne. From what I'm wearing, all from the Outlets of Silverthorne. There you'll find elevated savings. Here's what we're talking about, and Ken mentioned it at the start of Vail Daily Live, a beautiful day. It's going to be a sunny one. Are you planning on getting outside? Okay. Have you been spending a lot of time outside? Bring the proper snacks with you. Bring some hydration. Maybe the layers will come off. Bring the backpack so that you will have a place to stow your extra belongings that you've removed from as garments from wearers as you're spending the day in the sun. Starting the morning off in areas of the valley, the mid to upper 50s, some areas the low 60s. And like I mentioned, a nice cool breeze. When the doggies behind me are not the only ones getting the exercise this morning, you can also find people making their walks around Avon, others doing the jog, and maybe you're out on that bike ride or just hanging out outside watching Vail Daily Live on your smart device on a park bench, on a plaza bench. We thank you for watching. As the day continues on, we might see some passing faint clouds above in our sky as our sky design, but we're looking for temperatures to make the way into the mid to upper 80s. In area, looking at the weather for chances of precipitation, we're looking at a slight chance for showers around 3. Another opportunity for that to happen, possibly again around 6, and again this evening at 9. Certainly welcomed. As you can see, lush and green around here. Things are really, really nice. Nice blue skies right there. We're going to look for those clouds to roll in later part of the afternoon. And again, this weather is brought to you by the outlets. That's Silverthorne with elevated savings, like the deals that I found with what I'm wearing today, Tricia.
Hey Ty, I like the shirt. Is that like a little Hawaiian kind of shirt there you got?
I don't
Not
know
quite.
what it is, but you really have to just kind of dress it up, you know, and own your steez, own your style.
Yeah.
So these are my layers from the outlets of Silverthorne. But let me share with you more of what I'm wearing. If I could have Claire pan down to the pants. Remember our barbecue and
Oh yeah.
where some of us got the memo. So this is my ensemble, to call it that.
From the outlet. I love it.
Too. So I'm feeling quite fresh to death, as they say in New York.
Okay, awesome. Hey, you know, right behind you, I see we got the big stage, the big performance pavilion.
Yes.
Tomorrow night, oh wow, you had a little runner go by you there.
We have runners, we have track stars.
We have track star. I like his hat. Hey, Devachka plays tomorrow, and they've been a great band for us, so that'll be fun. AvonLIVE, it's been happening most Wednesdays, not every Wednesday. I know they had a special Saturday night edition last week, but this is a real fun thing to do, family friendly, and you know, they usually have 2 bands starting around 5.
The opening band is Buffalo Commons, but I made my way through here last week because, well, you have to find the food trucks and you have to find the beer tent. You have to find your location to catch these performances. AvonLIVE, absolutely free. But you were saying?
Oh yeah. So I'm excited that they've got great music happening once again this week, so we can check it out.
Yes, it's certainly a welcomed experience to come down here. Bring your blankets. You don't have to bring any food. You don't have to pack a picnic. There's going to be plenty here, but also a great opportunity to, like you're saying, take in these views, take in a show, enjoy the nice weather that we're receiving. And as Ken mentioned, summer, it's in full swing. And in some phrasing, back to normalcy compared to last year this time, where we would have loved to have these shows. They're back this summer, and it's happening tomorrow. We'll see you here.
Okay, perfect. All right, thanks, Ty. Thanks for that weather report coming from Avon. We'll check in with Ty throughout the morning to find out what's going on. He's been keeping his finger on the pulse of all things Avon this summer, and a lot has been going on, from art shows to the free live music. Just been a great place to be this summer. But we've got a lot more coming up. Rachel, we're gonna come in. All right, we've got speaking of Avon, the Westin Riverfront Resort and Spa. Jason is standing by. He is also known as DJ Howard. How are you this morning, DJ Howard?
Hey, doing all right. How are you doing?
I'm good. So he is calling in from Nashville, Tennessee this morning, but you're traveling tomorrow. You're going to be coming into Colorado to play at the Friday Afternoon Club, the FAC event at the Westin on Friday night, right?
That's it. So excited about it.
I know. We're glad to have you up in our area. I know that you've checked out the venue before, but you said you haven't really played the Westin, especially that big patio before, right?
No, yeah, I haven't played there. Just been there and toured around and kind of checked out the space. It's so beautiful there. I'm really excited to bring a nice vibe and hang out with everybody on Friday.
Yeah, a lot of times we'll have bands, whether it's a duo or maybe a five-piece band or something. So it'll be fun to
Mhm.
get the DJ vibes going on. But let's talk about your DJing. How did you get into it? And are you from Colorado or where are you from?
No, I'm from here in Tennessee. I got into DJing back in 2012 when a good friend of mine had an idea for a party that could fill sort of a niche that wasn't fulfilled up until that point here in Nashville. That party's called QDP. We've been doing it monthly since 2012, and it's grown into one of the most beloved monthly dance party staples in the city. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. And you think of Nashville, you think of country music, but that's not the case. I mean, it's such kind of a melting pot for a lot of people and a lot of different musical genres these days, right?
Yeah, that's right. It's much more than just country music. I mean, they don't call it country music city; they call it music city. So,
Music City,
mhm.
definitely, definitely. And then I know you've spent some time in Boulder, especially over at the Rosetta Food Hall. Tell us
Yeah,
that.
yeah. That was where I first started playing when I was getting out of Tennessee and coming into Colorado a little bit. Started playing there right at the beginning of 2020, so I only got to do it a couple of times before the pandemic hit. But that's been coming back around lately, and just kind of gave me an opportunity to try to explore deeper into Colorado. And I'm excited to come to Vail this weekend.
Yeah. So after Vail, will you stay in Colorado for a little while? Maybe go down to Boulder, play Rosetta?
Yeah, I'll actually be going back down to Boulder and playing Rosetta on Friday night this weekend.
Okay. Okay. Awesome.
Mhm.
And then speaking of the pandemic, how did you spend the pandemic? I know for musicians and for people in the industry, it was so hard. So how did you spend it?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of time to sort of contemplate and rethink my life decisions. No, I'm just joking. No, it was a lot of hustling. Making full-time work out of a patchwork of side gigs, essentially. Um, anything from like delivery driving to dog walking to doing some production assistant work on like some film shoots with some film crews here in Nashville. Just all kinds of different things. Yeah, I was very excited to get back to DJing and performing a little bit the last couple of months.
Yeah, yeah. And typically, before the pandemic, were you mostly staying in Nashville and Colorado, or were you going further across the US or anything international?
Well, just as a DJ, it was mainly Nashville, and then just in 2019 and 2020, beginning to branch out into Colorado. I've also worked as a touring musician for a lot of years, for longer than I've been DJing. Been working as a touring bassist, and I've toured all over the States and Canada, even been into Europe a few times, and Iceland as well. So I've gotten to music just in general has taken me to a lot of incredible places and shown me a lot of amazing things.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we're so glad that you're going to be here on Friday. And tell us about some of your influences, like what shapes your shows.
Um, I mean, what shapes my show? I mean, taste shapes my show.
Okay.
I'm always trying to bring um, something a little bit more eclectic and curated than sort of what you might be able to find by just like clicking on your top 40 radio station. I mean, never at the same time, never trying to alienate anybody in the audience. Want to keep it approachable and fun, of course, but just trying to bring an elevated experience. So it sounds like there's a reason they hired somebody instead of just putting on a playlist.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So then
Mhm.
now this Friday, what can we expect? And you kind of take cues from the crowd, like what they're reacting to, or when you have your thoughts for the evening, do you kind of stick to your plan?
Well, I mean, I try not to make like a super detailed, strict plan. It's more like sort of setting up a lot of different options, places I could go, and then yeah, it involves reading the crowd and feeling what they're feeling, and then sort of juxtaposing that with what I have prepared and sort of figuring out a way to make those two things meet in the middle. The best is when I can, find ways to give the crowd something that maybe they didn't even know they wanted.
Wow.
I don't know. So there's not a strict plan. It's going to be feeling the vibe, feeling the atmosphere, feeling, everybody's mood, and just kind of trying to feed off that.
Yeah. Okay.
It'll be a little bit different from a typical sort of live band show where, everybody's just kind of facing the stage and the focus is on exactly what they're doing at all times. As a DJ, I'm just up there. I'm standing up there working a mixer, so it's not a whole lot of theatrics to pay attention to. It's more about setting a good atmosphere that everybody can just enjoy themselves in,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I think it's going to be a perfect setting for you. Really excited that DJ Howard is going to make it. And how can we follow you? How can we learn a little bit about you before you come? What's the best source?
Yeah, probably Instagram. Guess I'm a typical millennial in that way, and the best way to find out about some of that stuff is on Instagram, and my handle is at J Howard Harris. So that's
Okay.
JHOWARDHARRIS.
Okay. All right. It is DJ Howard coming to us live from Nashville this morning. He's traveling to Colorado tomorrow, and he will be headlining FAC, the Friday Afternoon Club at the Westin this Friday. And don't forget, there's great taco deals, margarita specials, all sorts of drink specials. So make sure you come out to the Westin Riverfront Resort and Spa on Friday. Okay. Thank you, DJ Howard. All right. We'll can't wait for him to come into town on Friday. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to give you some weather details. We'll also be checking in with Ken Hulvey in Vail and Ty Diaz in Avon.
Slifer Smith & Frampton, Vail Valley's choice for real estate from the very beginning. For generations, we've grown together. Thank you for making us the #1 real estate company in the Valley. From Denver to the mountains, as we live and connect with each other and our community, Slifer Smith & Frampton is here with experience, support, and opportunity. At home in the Vail Valley. Come visit us at any of our sales locations from Vail to
All right, we're going to take it outside to Ken Hulvey. He's standing by in Vail Village, giving us a look at the weather. And Ken, when I'm looking at, it's already 63 at Edwards this morning, 64 in Vail. It's been hot, but I understand it's going to cool off a little bit, and the rain could help as well. Hello, can you hear me, Ken?
Yeah, I can now. You got me?
Oh, yeah, I got you. Hey, you're going to give us details on the weather, right? It's been a hot one lately.
It has certainly been warm out, and that is going to be the case today. Definitely shedding the jacket after this layer. But Tricia, I wanted to do this weather and mountain report, although this is brought to you by Live Sotheby's. I just wanted to mention the Gorsuches. Dave Gorsuch was such a key figure and an iconic man and family here in the Valley, and all of us here at Vail Daily Live want to send our best to them. He is an icon. Both he and his wife, Olympians, their kids, legendary here in the Valley. They were very close with my wife, so heartbreaking to hear of Dave's passing.
Yeah, definitely. And a lot of people were at his memorial yesterday.
Yeah,
I'm
glad you were there representing for us, Tricia. I wasn't able to make it yesterday, but beautiful man, beautiful family. I'll tell you what, beautiful garments there. But this is brought to you by Live Sotheby's. International Realty, I'll jump off. I'll let you check this out, and then I'll let you see the weather. Liv Sotheby's International Realty. They are Colorado's leading real estate firm. You can contact them at Vail Valley Broker Professionals today and live the life you love. The weather today, let's just call it a Dave Gorsuch kind of day. It's a sunny one. It's going to be sunny early and then probably rainy this afternoon. We're going to see those daytime highs reach up into the 80s, even into the low 90s, down valley, overnight lows in the 50s. National Weather Service is calling for a continuation of the potential for rain showers each and every afternoon over about the next week. So my suggestion, like we tell everybody that comes here to the mountains, is bring a jacket with you regardless of where you go. Take a look all the way through Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We're seeing anywhere from a 30 to just under a 50% chance at rain showers. We might see sunshine in some areas, and Tricia, as you know, all of a sudden you'll have this isolated rain shower that you feel like it's the end of the world. Noah's Ark's going to be coming out, and then it subsides. So just be prepared for that. But a lot of activities going on. I keep nagging you, Tricia, about tubing coming down to the Eagle River Park. When is this going to happen, Tricia?
I know. Maybe I should do it before I go to the rodeo. I can go tubing and then go to the rodeo.
That would be fun, yeah. Or go to the rodeo, get dirty. We'll probably be closed by then. But I just wanted to show you the Eagle River Park. The park is open all the time to people. You can bring your own stuff down there, your own tubes. You definitely want to wear a life jacket. And typically we're interviewing Brian Hall about this and just talking about things first thing in the morning and no one's there. I've got some footage for you. Here's a typical day at the river park. This was on Sunday. It's like a Kenny Chesney concert out there in the First Eddy. Everybody hanging out. You come tubing through. It's super fun for the kids. It's going to get a little bit loud here for a moment. I've got a truck passing by. Notice that girl. She's holding her cast. Paddleboarding, fishing. Lots of fun. We'll let him get on by. Great place to learn how to stand up paddleboard, but of course tube. And it's just packed down there, Tricia. It is so much fun. The eddies are full. Everybody's enjoying it. And as I mentioned, Bonfire Brewing has slushies to go.
Oh, wow.
So this is the perfect way to beat the heat right there, Tricia. And pick up one of those bonfire hats, the Aloha hat.
No, Ken. So what should you wear? So I see some people wearing shoes, some people not wearing shoes. Should you wear maybe some Chacos or Tevas that stay on you?
Yes. The key, the key things that you want. Great questions, Tricia. While you are playing in the river is proper footwear as well as a life jacket. That's the biggest. PFD and footwear, helmet, those are always optional, class 3 and above. But my suggestion is definitely come out, footwear, life jacket, have fun.
Okay, we'll catch in with you later, Ken. We got to take it down to Avon. Ty Diaz is standing by, and he's got Eric with him. They're at the Harry A. Nottingham Park. Hi, guys. Hello.
Yes, hi. Thank you very much, Tricia. I see what you did there with the name of the park, and I'm here with Eric Heil. Thank you. And he's the town manager of the town of Avon. But if you were here Saturday in Avon for the concert, the bonus entertainment on the stage, you might recognize this man. He's a part of the Frisco Funk Collective.
No way!
Did you know
no way! Oh, no way. Well, Eric, what do you play? Or are you just backup dancer?
That's funny. I play guitar. I don't do much dancing.
How was the show on Saturday?
It was a lot of fun. It was a great, nice, cool evening. The rain was wonderful, and it let up right before we started. We had Burnsville Blues Project open for us. They're a local act in Eagle County. They were fantastic, and we just had a great time. Another concert in Nottingham Park. It was fun.
So speaking of a great time, there's plenty to do in Avon and plenty to do at Nottingham Park. And here to tell us more, Eric. So upcoming events and things to do.
Summer's a special season, and Avon's really grown into having a lot of activities. We'll start with just the outdoors, and if you look behind me, Nottingham Beach has really become popular the last couple of years. We have a stand-up paddleboard rentals along with paddle boats. It's very family friendly. We have a lot of people coming down and enjoying the afternoon at the lake. It's about a 4-acre lake. We also allow fishing on the lake, and it's really just a nice place to spend the outdoors.
What does it cost to enjoy the amenities and features of Nottingham Lake?
I'm not sure on the pricing. I think it's about $10-15 to rent a stand-up paddleboard or a paddle boat, and but it's pretty reasonable.
And what do you need to fish in the Nottingham Lake?
All you need is a pole. All you need is a pole.
Any fees associated with fishing?
No, I think you need to get your Colorado fishing license or be under 12.
There you have it. Now let's get back to the stage. We have shows going on tomorrow, and I'm sure you'll be back on stage sometime this summer. So let's talk about performances.
Well, we're really glad to be back with our full AvonLIVE concert series. That's our free concerts on Wednesday night. Was really excited. Council was very enthusiastic and supportive of it. This Wednesday we'll be having Devachka, which is a Denver-based band that plays sort of a gypsy string music. And opening for them will be Buffalo Commons, which is a soul brass band from Steamboat Springs. So really excited about that. We've upped the level of talent that we're bringing in. It's every Wednesday night. That's a free concert. And the best news might be that with all the prices you've heard about going up, we just reduced our beverage prices.
Oh, wow.
So you can get a Coors beer for $4 here at a free concert. And that's probably the best deal going. And,
you can get a Coors draft beer right here at the park on Wednesday, $4. And there's going to be food trucks here too.
There'll be food trucks here too. And bring your chairs, bring your blankets. It's a great time to camp out. We got a lot of the community coming out as well as visitors.
So with all the big things happening tomorrow night, what time does it open for posting up in the park and preparing for the show?
We start at 5 o'clock, and the first band starts about 5:30, and the main band, Devachka, will start about 7 o'clock.
Thank you very much, Eric. That's all a part of Avon Live. As far as catching the shows tomorrow, you can find out more by visiting Avon's website, which is
avon.org.
Thank you very much, Eric. Nice to meet you. Thank you for watching Vail Daily Live. We'll be right back.
Okay, thanks, guys. Yep, and you can check out discoveravon.org as well to give you ideas on events like their big arts festival they're having this weekend. They're going to have over 100 artists in Nottingham Park, so it's going to be just amazing. But how fun. I love how they bring in different bands from the region, whether it's Steamboat or Frisco, and so that a lot of times will attract some folks from those towns that come down to hear their favorite bands play. But Devachka taking the stage tomorrow night, a free offering at AvonLIVE concert series. Most Wednesdays, not every single Wednesday, but most Wednesdays throughout the summer. We've got more coming up, including information about Eagle. So Eagle, that's usually where Ken Hovey is today. We've got him up in Vail today, but he just showed us the Eagle River Park and all the tubing that's going on. We also have Show Downtown. That'll be having the big concert again on Thursdays, a free concert at the Eagle Town Park at Centennial Stage. Gates open at 5:30. Show starts at 6:30. So that's been such a popular thing going on for us so far this summer. But then we also have the Eagle County Fair and Rodeo, and that it's the 81st annual. So we're excited to bring that back again. Of course, last year we took a break because of the pandemic. Right now, all the 4-H kids have their animals on display at the Eagle River Center. They're wondering who's going to get the blue ribbon. They're going to have the junior livestock auction going on this week. They're also going to have the fair and rodeo kick off on Wednesday. So on Wednesday night, we'll have the big rodeo kicking off at 7. But during the day, you can check out all the carnival rides. They'll be operating for you. All the food, the funnel cakes and the turkey legs and everything going on. And then that'll go through Saturday. So Wednesday night through Saturday night, you can see the rodeo. During the day, they'll have all the fair and carnival ride activities for you. So spend some time down there so you can go and see the animals first, then ride the rides, and then come on in. And the rodeo happens rain or shine because they have the covered grandstands. So that's really awesome. You don't have to worry about like, oh, do I need an umbrella? That kind of thing. It happens rain or shine. And the rodeo, cowboys, cowgirls, and the livestock are all top talent. They bring in the best bulls, the best broncs. And so it really is interesting to see who's who when they get here. And all the entertainment, the rodeo clowns, the announcers, they do such a good job with this. So check it out. And you can go to eagleoutside.com and click on the events calendar, take a look at what's going on with the rodeo, get your tickets for this, and have a good time. But speaking of the rodeo, Ken Hovey had a chance to talk to a lot of the 4-H kids, county commissioners about this. He also had a chance to meet up with rodeo royalty. Find out who made queen and rodeo princess this year. Ken has the info.
Yeehaw! Hello everyone, Ken Hovey down here at the Eagle County Fairgrounds, and surprising to me, Natalie and Aubrey are with me, and they're actually nervous about this. Good morning. Good to see you. And I say nervous because this is the queen and the princess. These are real rodeo girls, and I'm just kind of shocked that a camera would make you nervous. I mean, you girls do it all. Congratulations, first of all.
Thank you.
On being the princess and the queen. What does it take to become, well, let's start with, we'll go to princess first. What does it take to become the princess for the Eagle County Fair and Rodeo?
So we have tryouts that we go through, and that requires like a speech and then horsemanship, and yeah, that's about it.
Yeah,
and
that's,
then,
well, you say horsemanship, you know, this isn't just going and riding a horse. There are different calibers of it. What types of things do you do when you're out there riding to show that you're qualified to have the title of princess?
So we ride our horses with respect, and when we go, we'll run our flags, which are our sponsors, around the arena, and yeah, so we do that as royalty.
That's my favorite, by the way.
Okay.
I love watching you guys just like come tearing through, flags are flying. You know, they're usually playing God Bless America and crowds going crazy. It's so fun to watch you. And I know our community is so proud to have you as representatives. Now, you two are sisters, is that right? And you are the queen. Is there any rivalry over this, or just a lot of encouragement?
Just, I mean, it's been pretty fun. I mean, usually it's kind of rare to see like sisters doing this, but it's been a really fun 2 years, and just excited to be able to do this again this year.
This is a legacy, because I've known a couple of sisters over the years that have had this title, and what I love about it is how the younger cowgirls and cowboys, they look up to you. Like, I'll see you even, you know, signing autographs and whatnot. What does that mean to you?
It is. I mean, it's super fun. When I was younger, that was something I've always wanted to do. I was like 4 years old at my first rodeo. I was like, I want to do that one day, and now I get to do that and be that for somebody else, which is just super fun.
That's a great way to understand, like, you are an ambassador, not just to the rodeo, but to Eagle County, and you guys look fantastic. You get to wear these great outfits. I love your buckles, by the way. You actually have the princess and queen buckles on, and you have to earn those. You can't just go out and buy a buckle like that. Like, it's like winning a rodeo. Now, the rodeos, we're coming back down here on Friday nights every week, and then of course we have the Eagle County Fair and Rodeo that's going to be coming up. A little bit more pressure on you during these times?
Yeah, I mean, it gets a little busier. I guess the Friday rodeos, we're going to go to that tonight, and then I think we're going to start running flags at those too, just to get our horses ready for the big rodeo, you know, and then...
I was going to say, these are not your horses, all right? These are ones that have been down here. You know, we've had the fire. These are just being held down here to make sure while things clear, but tell us about your horses.
We've got a few horses, but the horse that we use for rodeo, we've got I've got my rodeo horse. Her name's Nellie. She's been doing this forever.
What's her specialty, would you say? If she's great at one thing.
She was a barrel horse.
Ooh.
She's kind of older now, so we don't really do that on her, but really we just use her for this kind of stuff. But yeah.
Now, do both of you girls barrel race as well?
No, not really. I mean, every once in a while we'll
get out there and
do a little bit.
Because that makes me nervous, barrel racing.
Yeah, it's a lot to take.
It's fast. Now, what do you think about the rodeo itself? I mean, there's so much excitement around it. What are your favorite events to watch?
I mean, my favorite is definitely the timed events. I love the roping and the team roping and the tie down, and that's my favorite. The rough stock's pretty cool to watch too. I mean, I just love everything about the sport.
Yeah, it's fun. I love watching the grandstands fill up and kids having a good time and just everything, you know, the cotton candy and people up there just enjoying Eagle County at its finest. You know, as we move forward through the summer, what other things do you like to do? Like, what is some of your other favorite things to do?
So we show animals at fair, and we'll show the horses as well. And so we do lamb, and then I do chicken and horses.
What goes into showing chickens? I need to understand this.
You know, that's it's something else. I definitely do it just like for like the college that I'm planning to go to and fundraise and stuff.
Well, as you say, 4-H is big in this too. You get a lot of the 4-H
Oh,
kids that come down.
Yeah.
Well, as you had mentioned, and in closing, I'd love to have a comment from both of you. You mentioned the little ones, you know, how they look up to you and how you used to look up to them. What advice do you have for an aspiring cowgirl or cowboy?
I think if I could give anyone any advice, it's just that, you know, like go, if there's something you want to do, go for it. Don't wait for tomorrow. Just like do what you want to do, because it'll happen if you set your mind to it.
That is great advice, even beyond rodeo. And how about for you?
Mine would pretty much be the same thing. Definitely just get out and do what you want to do, and yeah,
enjoy each
dream.
day.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you girls are living the dream. We're so proud of you as community members, and I promise you, when I see you come lapping around out there on the arena, you're going to hear it from me. Woo! Can I get a yeehaw?
Yeehaw!
Yeehaw! Awesome. Congratulations, girls. Good luck with everything coming up. For Vail Daily Live, this is Ken Hovey down here in Eagle. We'll see you out there in the arena.
It's back. The 81st Annual Eagle County Fair and Rodeo rides into town July 21st through the 24th. Enjoy the thrill of the Great Northern Affair Carnival rides daily. Great food, live music, 4-H exhibits, and more. Plus all the action of the PRCA Pro Rodeo. Friday and Saturday nights, kick up your heels with country singing sensation Buck Ford. Don't miss the action. Get your tickets online now for the Eagle County Fair and Rodeo.
All right, we are excited about that Eagle County Fair and Rodeo kicking off tomorrow, going all the way through Saturday. Fun to meet the rodeo royalty with Ken Hovey there. But hey, before we get to the rodeo, we got to talk about what's going on today. And up at Beaver Creek, don't forget that they have on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, they have a yoga class from 9 to 10. But on Tuesdays and Thursdays, they have an awesome class that's just a dryland fitness class. So a little moving and grooving, get you moving before your day and build a little strength, build a little flexibility. And this happens right at the ice rink on the plaza level. They actually don't put the ice rink there during the summer. They kind of lay down some little fake grass, put the picnic tables out there, the lawn sports, but there is room right by the ice rink stage where you can either do yoga, once again on Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, but then there's dryland fitness, kind of an outdoor awesome class that you can take part in. And that's going to happen today from 9 to 10. And then also later on this afternoon, we're going to have the Fossil Posse down there on the plaza level. This is Billy Dorn and his team from 4 to 5:30. Billy Dorn will be there to talk about dinosaurs and other creatures that roamed this area, if you can believe that. He's got all the little history. He's got some little artifacts he'll show you. He really engages with the kids and the adults. You'll find it fascinating as well. So take part in that this afternoon. But in between, don't forget, we've got the Centennial Lift. This is the chair gondola combination, the combo lift that can do bike haul for you. You can ride it. You can get a lift and lunch ticket. If you already have your Epic Pass for the winter season, well, you can ride that lift with that pass right now. So it's a good incentive to take advantage of the early bird pricing on that winter pass. And you get to use it here and over at Vail and even over at Breckenridge or Keystone, if you'd like. But also going on hiking. If you want to take either a signature scheduled hike, they've got different hikes that are scheduled every day. They also have private guided hikes. If you want to have a more personalized experience, they've got something geared towards the family with the family private hikes. And then their Colorado Adventure hikes that will take you to some legendary mountain peaks in Colorado. They're going to be a little more technical and longer in duration, so make sure you're up for it. But it's always nice to go with a guide on some of these adventures that take you outside of the resort boundaries. And then if you're looking for something maybe a little more chill, how about the hike and wine? So this is great. The guides are going to take you on a great mountain experience. Basically, you take a 4x4 vehicle up to Beano's Cabin, which you can ski into if you're a member during the winter, and take a open air sleigh to in the evenings in the winter. They start at Beano's Cabin. You'll go up to Beaver Lake, and then you'll come back down and you'll have a little wine. So kind of fun to do that. Or the Osprey, which is down at the base, they'll have some hikes going out of there. So stop by the hiking center. They're going to be open for you on a daily basis. They're located right near the Coyote Cafe, the tickets, the Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea Roastery, stop in the hiking center and find a hike that's going to be right for you and your group, because you don't want to miss out. The wildflowers are looking wonderful right now. They're in full bloom. And if we get some rain this afternoon, that's really going to brighten and freshen things up too. So lots of things to do at Beaver Creek. If you want to find out more, the best source is to simply go to beavercreek.com, and you can look at the events calendar. You can look at signature events. Oktoberfest is coming back again this year. So that will be at its a regular date, Labor Day weekend. So we're really excited that it is coming back. But yeah, find out what's happening on a daily basis, what's happening later this month, next month. You can do so once again at beavercreek.com. But right at the base of Beaver Creek, we have Avon, and Ty Diaz is standing by at Nottingham Park. Looking good. The lake is looking good. Not too windy, although we have heard the breeze.
Well, Tricia, you know where I'm standing right now. The trees are kind of blocking where the wind would be cutting through. We're kind of shrouded by it here right now. But it's on the rundown today's show. I'm supposed to do a little fly fishing today. We're just trying to find the location of where that's supposed to happen. Plenty of places to fish right here in at Nottingham Park. But I'll tell you what, on the pier side of the Nottingham stage, you'll find some little ones practicing some fishing right now as a family, a group over there. And as you look more towards the other side of me on the fishing pier side, there's a person sitting right there, perhaps watching Vail Daily Live from a smart device, which anyone can do. You don't have to miss out on the show live. Interact with us like my aunt is doing this morning in the chat box there. We have plenty to do in Avon, as Eric, the town manager, has shared with us here in the park. It's a beautiful start to the morning. Get out to the activities early. You can float, you can paddle. Later on in the day, you can enjoy the beach, do some rentals. But, you know, it's funny, Tricia, the weather, it's fantastic. I love how this feels this morning. Even Claire, the camera person here, she's like saying, wow, the sun feels really good right now. She ditched a layer, and we're enjoying that today. We're finding areas of the mid to upper 50s up and down the valley. What we're looking for as our highs today, the mid 80s in fields, and various weather forecasts for today are talking about chances of showers. We're looking at an 18% chance by the time the 3 o'clock hour hits. We're also looking at a chance for showers around 6 and also at 9 o'clock this evening. And these are going to be brief at times if they roll through, certainly welcomed. But if we look more west right now with the cameras, we're going to look at our sky conditions, still finding a little bit of that haze in our atmosphere from the Pacific Northwest fires that are coming through, but clearer. But you can still see influence of that in our atmosphere out there. But there are those clouds more north of us. If you take a look, they're starting to move on in, but those aren't the type of clouds that are going to bring that bigger activity that's in the forecast. But what it will take is for these clouds to move in and other clouds to join and then kind of collect and congest. And then let's see which area of the valley will pick up those showers first. What's interesting, and I've experienced this here in Avon. I did a bike ride not too long ago, and it was raining more towards Chapel Square, and we're like, we have to get out of here, get on the bikes, and we just drove off not too far, and it seems like the rain line just cut right there. There was a whole different weather pattern out there. Anyway, get out and enjoy the day today and be prepared for the sun and the showers and whatever it brings. This weather is brought to you by the town of Avon, the heart of the valley. You're watching Vail Daily Live.
All right. Thanks, Ty, for that weather report. Yep. And a lot of times you can kind of outbike some of that rain. Maybe not this afternoon. Looks like we have a pretty big chance for it this afternoon. But hey, we want to let you know about something going on tomorrow. It's Move Chat Parent. And we're going to talk to Amy Baker right now. She's standing by from her location down in Eagle. Hello. How are you this morning?
Hi, Tricia. So nice to see you this morning. It's just as beautiful here in Eagle as it is at Nottingham Park.
Okay, awesome. And you guys are going to be taking your activity to the park. You're going to be down in Eagle Town Park. Last month, you guys were in Freedom Park. And now you're moving things down to Eagle Town Park, home of Showdown Town and so many other great events, right?
Yeah, it's such a beautiful park here in Eagle. And our event is Move Chat Parent. And it's under the umbrella of a series that we run here at Mountain Youth called Eat Chat Parent, where families can gather together and parents can get some education on behavioral health, tips for parenting, and just ways to support the children in our community in a deeper way. So I took my background and created Move Chat Parent. And like you said, we had one last month in Freedom Park. This Wednesday, July 23rd, will be at the Eagletown Park at 6 p.m. And it's a fun, lively, interactive family experience. So Christian Alvarez, who you know, is this phenomenal life coach, family man, fitness instructor, and he will lead us through a bilingual, full family fitness experience. It's for all levels. So even if, maybe you've been hanging out on the couch and not as motivated as you'd like to be, this is your opportunity to get back into it. And if you're an extreme fitness enthusiast, it'll be a great way to wind down the day. And we know that exercises, it releases those good feeling endorphins and releases serotonin. So through the behavioral health component, this is just a great idea for the whole family to get out and connect with other community members. Christian has a great playlist. And so it's just going to be a ton of fun.
Yeah. And so you say that bring out the family. I mean, is it geared towards specific ages, or, hey, if you can get the little ones and the teenagers to come, it's a win-win?
That's the dream, right? But we say ages 8 and up. But if you have a little one that you think can, be excited and interested in a 45-minute workout, then come on down. Absolutely.
So how did the one go on Wednesday, June 23rd? What was the feedback you received? That was the first one you did, correct?
The feedback was fantastic. And if you look on our Facebook or our Instagram page, you can see a TikTok that we put together. And the thing that I love the most about it is there's so many smiles from all the participants. And the thing that I heard over and over again is, wow, that was so much fun. I didn't realize what a good time that was going to be. And you think, you go outside, you do an exercise in the park, you kind of understand what it will be, but it's so different when you have the sound off headphone experience where you have, the clarity of instruction. And then at the same time, you have the clarity of the music. And Christian's playlist is just so fun. And you can see here on the TikTok, all ages, teenagers, tweens, 7-year-olds. We had a couple grandparents that came out with their kids. And we're just really excited about bringing the community together with this idea of Christian speaking in both Spanish and English. And I don't speak Spanish, but every time he spoke Spanish, I knew exactly what he wanted me to do.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so fun. And is this free, or is there a fee or registration, or how do we get involved?
Yeah, it's absolutely free. And you can go to mountainyouth.org and click on the Move Chat Parent tab and register. And the thing that we just need to know in terms of headphones, we had over 50 people last month. We're hoping for more than that this month. Is just let me know how many family members so that we have adequate amount of headphones for when you arrive on Wednesday.
Okay, so I see Christian's wearing the headphones. All the participants are wearing the headphones, but they're hearing what he's saying. It's not like a silent disco where some people are dancing to this beat and some dancing to the other. You're just wearing the headphones to kind of really get yourself into the zone, right?
Totally. I mean, I think, a lot of times people feel like when they go to these park events, maybe there's sort of that obligation to reach out, which that is actually absolutely part of it. But the headphones give you this really cool internal focused experience, and everyone's having that same experience. So when you take one off and you say like, wow, isn't this really fun? You kind of just can't believe that the headphones can bring that to the next level, but they really do.
Okay, awesome. So this will be tomorrow night, or tomorrow, what time?
Tomorrow night, Eagletown Park, 6 p.m. And we'll just be outside with the headphones. We have really cool balloon arch that people like to take some Instagram photos in front of. Great music, family fun. Mountain Youth is all about creating pro-social opportunities. And so just come on out, have a fun time together as a family, and you're free.
Yeah, and Mountain Youth in itself, tell us a little bit about this organization.
Yeah, so our mission is that all youth thrive, and there's lots of components to what we do. We support the safe driving efforts in the Valley. We have a youth organization that's called Valley's Voice, and what they participate in is passion projects that they come up with on our own. And through our grants and our funding, we support whatever that might be, maybe murals underneath bridges, or creating the Pride and Prada fashion show. So whatever they want to get up to, whatever their vision is, we are here to support that. And then, of course, eChat Parent and parent education, and that's another aspect of what we do here at Mountain Youth. But really, our goal is to support youth in our community through these pro-social, which just means, positive social events that don't involve substances, so that we can thrive as a community.
Okay, well, it's so great to have you there and bring your background of movement to help with this Eat Chat Parent series and change it to Move Chat Parent. So tomorrow night, we got to head down to Eagletown Park.
Yes.
Thanks, Amy.
Thanks,
Okay.
Tricia.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, Move Chat Parent should be a real fun event with Christian Alvarez leading the group with those headphones on. So check it out. Go to mountainyouth.org for more information. All right, what was that, Rachel? You had a little sign. Okay, we got a commercial coming up. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Vail Daily Live. I want to talk about your lens of the day. I thought I'd bring out the Oakleys. These are the Portal X lenses for you. Nice and lightweight. And these are the Prism Dark Golf. So great if you're going to get out on the golf course today. They have a high contrast lens for variable light, which you might have as we see the clouds build by this afternoon if you have a later tee time. And this is going to help the players see the features of the fairway a little bit more, maybe see that ball. So pretty cool. And like I said, I like how they're nice and lightweight. Oakley does such a great job with their Prism lens technology. Just an awesome lens for up here. And you really want to invest in your eyes, invest in your eyewear, and take care of your eyewear as well. Always keep the nice lens cloth. Always keep them in their case when they're not being used. Be good to your gear, and your gear will be good to you. But this Lens of the Day is brought to you by Eyepieces. They have 7 locations all throughout the Vail Valley. The Art of Vision. One location is over in Snowmass, and then 6 other locations from Edwards to Beaver Creek to Lionshead, all the way through Vail Village. So if you're looking for a great pair of glasses for whatever sport you're doing, whether it's road biking, whether it's fly fishing, doing a little golf today, you can find it. They have their brand new Eyepieces Sport location, which is right in the Sun and Elp Hotel, across from La Bottega, kind of near the First Bank. You can stop by there and they will get you all dialed in. Speaking of over in Vail Village, Ken Hovey is standing by. Let's find out what he's been up to. All right, Ken. Oh, you're down by the covered bridge.
You don't normally come down here. You're usually walking across, but wanted to share this view of the bridge this morning. People making their way into work, also making their way up onto the mountain even before the lifts open up in order to do those hikes and bikes. And Tricia, this is my nature segment of the program. We've just been inundating people with interviews. We got to remind them of what Vail Daily Live is about, and that's sharing our love for the outdoors. While this footage rolls, I wanted to ask you, Tricia, what's like your go-to hike? What's your go-to location that you could share with our viewers?
You know what? I've got to say it's probably the Overlook Trail at Beaver Creek. And what I like to do is go up Beaver Creek, and then I take the gondola down, and that saves my knees.
That's a good one. I like anywhere that you go that you have views like this, the aspen trees. Yeah. This is out by Piney. I was up on Beaver Creek the other day and I did the Aspen Glade hike in the morning, and that was a beautiful location. But there's so many areas that we have. This is just in the past week of some footage that I captured of the outdoors to give viewers an idea on what it looks like up here in the mountains right now. It is spectacular, and being down here in the village, this is just one little example. Get out there early, beat the rain, cooler weather, and then in the afternoon you can enjoy some margaritas.
Yeah, you've earned them, right? After you've hiked all around. And you know what? And if you do have a lot of time, I've been taking a lot of people up to Piney Lake and doing that hike that goes to the left of the lake to the falls.
Yeah.
And that's really nice. But you want to have a little more time because you want to drive up there. And then I like to have lunch and everything right at that restaurant, or you can always pack a picnic and have it up by the falls. But if I have more time, I like going there.
Those are very good locations to go. And everyone's got their little secret spots that they like. I will advise people, I've been up to the Piney area. Some of that video that we just saw was from Piney 5 times this summer. It is busy on that road at times, especially starting at about 9 a.m. till about noon going up. And then from about 12:30 through 5 o'clock in the afternoon coming back down. Stay on your side of the dirt road. I know that there's no lane dividers there, but be cautious. Don't go taking those turns too tight. But that is a spectacular place to go.
Ken, have you seen any moose when you've been up there?
I have. I have seen several up there. It seems like the moose nation is thriving up in the Piney area. A lot of mule deer out there. The wildlife in general has been thick. You catch those generally morning and then late afternoon, but they're there. And it's just one of those moments. I don't know if you recall, Tricia, maybe 2 weeks ago, and it would be tough to archive it right now and bring it up, but we shared some video here on Vail Daily Live of a moose that I saw just over by the Gore Creek units. So you don't even necessarily have to go way out in the woods to find them. Sometimes they walk through town.
Oh yeah, see, and that's the thing, as I always see these little videos of it walking down in front of like one of the restaurants or something, but I've never seen the moose in Vail. I know that there was a couple of juveniles. Oh yeah, there it is.
There it is. They brought it up. Yeah, this is someone else's footage. I don't know what they were thinking. Instagram doesn't like to flip back and forth, but yes, that could happen. You could actually literally run into a moose on your bicycle if you're not cautious around here. Hey, all joking aside about if you do see a moose, please don't approach them. Don't try to selfie with them. Make sure you keep a safe distance and don't heckle the moose. They are massive animals with brains about that big, and they're not afraid to get it on.
Yeah, no, they are very dangerous animals. You do not want to come close to them. So yeah, get from a safe distance, maybe zoom in your lens if you're going to take a photo, but make sure you're far away or you're within shelter. You can hop in a building or something.
Tricia, I got to wrap it up. Good to see you this morning.
Okay.
I'm going to head up Bridge Street. Ty, I believe, is coming up here in a moment. We're going to have John Packer fly fishing.
Yeah.
I want Ty, can you please ask Ty a question to ask John?
Okay, yes.
What proper time to fish today, to keep it cool. You want to fish when the waters are cooler, not to stress those fish out. Also, what are they biting on here? If I was to fish Gore Creek today.
Oh, okay, Gore.
I'm curious. I know that there's just a big old, like, either a rainbow or a brown just laid up right there, Tricia. I need to know. I need to know what to throw at it.
Okay. All right. We'll get your questions to John. Okay. Perfect. All right. Yeah. We got more Vail Daily Live coming up. We're going to check in with John Packer from Fly Fishing Outfitters. He'll give us the fishing report. Let us know what they're biting on the Gore Creek, as well as what you find down on the Eagle River, the Colorado River. They can take you all the way out to the Roaring Fork and the Frying Pan if you're going to be over in the Aspen Valley region. So we'll check in with him in just a few moments. And are we going to do a commercial break, or are we going to talk about the art expo?
Let's toss it out to Ty. He's going to give us the weather.
Okay. Ty Diaz is standing by with the weather. He's not fishing yet. We're going to give him some time. You're not grabbing the fishing pole yet, Ty. Hey, Ty, I got to tell you, your aunt is watching.
Yes.
Okay.
One of my favorite aunties. That's my aunt, Dawn. We call her Dawn. Stephanie down in Florida, St. Petersburg area. Yeah. She taught me how to tie my shoes. Yeah. We've known each other for a while. And it wasn't just yesterday.
Yeah, you're not using the Velcro shoes anymore.
Not the Velcro generation, but those kids, that in cursive, I wonder what they're doing today.
Okay.
But speaking of grabbing the fishing poles right now, maybe I'm not grabbing the fishing poles yet, but these people I was trying to reference earlier, gotta love family time in the park together early in the morning, father and son, father and daughter, mother, son, the whole family just spaced out and having that quality time. You ever do that? This is a great place to do that. And this time of the morning is great for it too. The sun is out and we're looking for temperatures, though we started out up and down the valley in areas of the mid to upper 50s, low 60s. We're looking for that sunshine to stay with us predominantly throughout the day. Hitting areas of the mid to upper 80s is what they're calling for. If you're staying outside all day, working up a sweat, it could feel hotter than that. So here's what you do, because Claire tells me every time we do the show together, she's holding the camera. She's like, Ty, we got to get you drinking some water. Yeah, remember to do that. You should too. And if you're out walking around with your small pets, bring your water dish, your water bowl for them too. Yeah, they need it. But the layers could come off today, but maybe back on, because around 3 o'clock, maybe around 6 o'clock, as well as around 8, chances for showers in the forecast as well. We're looking at 18% increasing to 24%. But then this evening, if that rain comes through, cooling things off after a day in the sun, mixed bag of weather like this, the tricks, yeah, it's certainly welcome. Makes for a great night's sleep. Tricia and I, we've been talking a lot about catching up on rests. And you probably want to do that too, especially if you're exerting yourself and signing up for a bunch of summer competitions. The next couple of days, what's the weather doing? Well, we're looking for those summertime temperatures to remain with us up and down the valley. We're looking for those 80s and feels of the 90s, but getting outside, breathing this air, taking in these views, taking a lot of pictures, documenting our experiences, yours too. And if you're out here taking pictures and spending time with your family, and if you don't mind sharing with Vail Daily Live, you can do so on our Instagram, and you can add hashtag Vail Daily Live with your Instagram. We'll see it there, and that's you giving us permission to share your footage. We would love to see your time on the water, on the beach, taking in these views, even doing the fishing like you are on these piers, these decks over here. Or if you're doing any training with your doggies like we're seeing here in the park, yeah, we would love to share this Vail Daily Live show with you and your family and friends, and then stick with us for the next 20, 30 years. We're live. You're live with us too. This weather is brought to you by Avon Arts Celebration. Over 100 artists, the biggest art festival ever presented in the Vail Valley. And that begins and it's happening this Friday through Sunday. But yeah, that's a look at your weather for now.
Okay, thanks, Ty, for that weather. It looks so beautiful. It almost looks like it could be a painting behind you. The reflection in the water. You've got the little reeds popping up, and very calm down there this morning. And yeah, awesome. Well, thank you. Looking good. Yeah. Okay, you're practicing.
Coming up
We're
next.
gonna have. We'll see how he does when John Packer meets us. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we've got just a bit more of Vail Daily Live. We're going to let you know about this arts festival happening on Wednesdays, possibilities in Avon, which is pretty cool. And then we'll see if John Packer can find Ty, and maybe they can land a fish on air. We'll be right back.
Slifer Smith and Frampton, Vail Valley's choice for real estate from the very beginning. For generations, we've grown together. Thank you for making us the #1 real estate company in the Valley. From Denver to the mountains, as we live and connect with each other and our community, Slifer Smith and Frampton is here with experience, support, and opportunity. At home in the Vail Valley. Come visit us at any of our sales locations from Vail to
Plastic surgery isn't just about looking good, it's about feeling good. At Mangett Plastic Surgery Institute and Skincare, from the moment you walk in the door, we want you to feel confident and empowered, while our team of specialists help you find the best version of yourself. With 2 of the nation's leading plastic surgeons right here in the mountains, we have one goal: personalized care with exceptional results. Mangett Plastic Surgery Institute and Skincare. Your beauty should be effortless.
We are back. I want to give you a look at the headlines for what made the paper for Tuesday, the 20th of July. And on the cover photo, big memorial service for David Gorsuch, longtime local and patriarch of the Gorsuch family. On the cover, his son John addresses the crowd, thanks them, and says some kind words about his father. I was actually at this memorial service yesterday. Celebration of life. Oh, it was more of what it was, but just an amazing story of the ski industry entrepreneur and community community pioneer at the Ford Amphitheater. They had several speakers, and they even had Johann Strauss waltz with people waltzing around the stage. You can see the stage was decorated in true Gorsuch fashion, and really interesting to find. Dave was born just between here and Leadville, by way of kind of Copper Mountain, going to Leadville that way, in Climax area. And his dad had built a little lift, and the miners and the school kids would go up, and his mother would keep the lift open at night, so the school kids had a chance to go up that. He and his wife Rini were part of the Olympic team in 1960 in Squaw Valley. So just really interesting to hear their stories and to honor this man that did so much for Vail. So in today's paper, you can find that story on page A2. Also in today's paper, Avon plots improvements to rec center and the park and the streets. You can learn about this development on page A3. And then also Eagle is hosting workshops to learn how you want Grand Avenue to be schemed out. So if you want to be a part of that, check out that story on page A5. Many more stories in today's paper. You can also find these details online, vaildaily.com, or pick up your free copy in newspaper dispensers from Eastville all the way down to Gypsum, Dotsero. They're going to have it for you too. You can even read the online version page by page, just in case you want to look at some of the ads, find out some of the restaurant deals, some of the different specials that are going on. It's always good to grab a copy of the Vail Daily. Hey, you miss a day, you miss a lot. And you may miss out that Pink Talking Fish is coming to the Gerald R. Ford Amphitheater tonight. We have another installment of Hot Summer Nights, and Pink Talking Fish combines three of the world's most beloved bands. It's kind of a hybrid tribute fusion act. So Pink Floyd, Talking Heads, and Fish. I don't know how they put it all together. So it should be a really cool night. But we're kind of right in the middle of this whole lineup, as you can see by this thing. But then we take a little break because we've got the dance festival coming up. So the next Hot Summer Nights concert won't be till August 17th. So I suggest you go this evening, because it is such a great way to see people enjoy some live free music and everything. So once again, doors will open at, I think, 6 o'clock for that, 5:30, and then 6:30 will be the concert. Well, let's take it back over to Avon. We do have John Packer standing by. He's with Fly Fishing Outfitters, locally owned, Orvis endorsed, been around since 1992. And if you want to know about fly fishing, this is your man. Hey, John, how you doing?
I'm great, Tricia. How are you today?
Oh, good. Are you going to teach Ty the basics?
Well, maybe not today, but I think we're going to work on that in another episode here.
Okay, perfect. I know, because Ty is kind of our newbie. I don't think he's ever been out with the fly fishing rod.
It's funny you would say that, because I have been in a few clinics before, simulated on the lawns of Beaver Creek, here on the lawns here at Nottingham Park. The beginning courses for fly fishing before you get out there on the water. And that's what we're going to be sharing with you all here today. Good to see you, John.
Good to see you, Ty.
I've been seeing you on TV for a while. Can I get an autograph? Can I get a selfie?
Yeah, you're not like famous around here,
But we share the topics that people want to know about.
Exactly.
And so let's start with when you see people out there. We'll start there. And they're wearing these glasses, and they're standing out in the waters, and they have the rod in hand. That's the beginning of protection and the beginning of fly fishing. The ball cap, I was asking John, when you get your lessons with fly fishing, do you have to earn that? And the answer is?
Not necessarily. It's about having the shade off of your eyes as much as anything, so that, you can see better. The hat and the glasses kind of go together to help create that, that visual perspective, so that you can see things in the water a little clearer.
Hopefully, we're pulling up some images from the Fly Fishing Outfitters website, so that we can share with people. Let's start from the very beginning. What is fly fishing?
Well, basically, fly fishing has been around for thousands of years, and it's basically where people have been trying to catch fish, imitating actual insects that live in the rivers and lakes. And so for many, many generations, we've been trying to imitate insects. We've been trying to catch fish using the imitations of those insects. And as cool as it sounds, it is pretty cool, but it can also be a lot of mental work.
Imitating insects. So, okay, I know that, my mom and I, we used to go fishing out on the Hudson. And so you'll go and you'll dig up some worms and you throw it out there right in front of you. But where we're standing, there's insects flying all around us. How do the fish get that? That's what we're doing in fly fishing.
Well, most of these insects are aquatic insects. So they start out as a larva in the bottom of the stream or the river or the lake. They go through a metamorphosis where they go from a larva stage to a pupa stage and then an adult stage. And it's through every stage of the life cycle of those insects that the fish are feeding on them. And it's those stages of those insects at that particular time of the day, that particular time of the year that we are trying to imitate, and that we are trying to actually fool the fish into eating our imitations of those real live insects.
Okay, well, that just sounds like comedy to kind of pull the slide, the blindfold, the shell game on the fish out there.
Yep.
And then once you catch a fish, we see those photos. Those are the trophies, the rewards, and then what happens to the fish after that with your tours and your guides?
Well, we release all the fish right back into the water so that everybody gets to enjoy fly fishing for generations. And especially at this time of the year, we want to be very careful of how people do handle fish. We actually, at this point, we're not really even removing them from the water. We're just leaving them in the net, and we're trying to get them released and back into the water as quickly as we can. With the warmer water conditions and everything like that, it's all about getting the fish landed as quickly as possible and getting them released back into the water as quickly as possible.
The Fly Fishing Outfitters has a bunch of programs, anywhere from what kids can do, from what adults can do. And just a quick listing before we go, just a quick listing of what's available. Let's start with the kids.
Well, we do Wednesday kids camps every Wednesday for kids 8 to 15 years old. Just give us a call at Fly Fishing Outfitters. We'll be happy to get your kids out there and teach them everything they need to learn about fly fishing.
You also have great fishing trips, great floating trips.
Yep.
And where do you go?
We're on the Eagle River, the Colorado River, the Roaring Fork, the Frying Pan, the Blue River. Pretty much anywhere you want to go, that's where we go.
And if you ever wanted to know where to fly fish and where to learn, the Fly Fishing Outfitters, they have what they call a fly fishing school. Where is that located?
We have a Orvis 1 and 2 day fly fishing schools that we've been hosting for about a dozen years now. And we do those up in Beaver Creek at the charter. And you can actually get in touch with Orvis directly to sign up for those schools, or give us a call at 845-8090, and we'll be happy to steer you in the right direction.
But to find out more, you can visit the website, and we'll share it with you one more time.
flyfishingoutfitters.net.
Don, I thank you very much.
Right. Okay.
Thank you, Tricia Swenson. Any questions in our chat feature?
Yeah, well, you know what? I got a question. Well, first of all, you guys, it's so clear, that lake behind you. I kept on looking. I'm like, wouldn't it be so funny if there was like a little trout that came up in between you, the lake right there behind you? But
that would be weird if
that would be
trout
funny.
just kind of came out of the
Great
water.
timing.
Yeah. Now, John, we've got a question from Ken Hovey, because Ken is in Vail Village, and he was right along the Gore Creek. And he said, can you ask John, if I was going to fish in Gore Creek today, what do you think they'd be biting on?
They would probably be biting on one of my favorite flies in the world, which is the Parachute Adams, and or probably a Royal Wolf.
Okay. And isn't there some gold medal water on the Gore Creek?
Yes, the Gore Creek is designated gold medal water, which means that it does have an average fish of 16 inches or over per square mile of river. It is a beautiful fishery. It's a little technical, but that's why you want us out there, is to help you learn the intricacies of the Gore Creek.
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. All right. Well, thanks, John. And thanks for letting us know about all the different ways we can, take the lessons for the kids, the Orvis School, and of course, hop on trips with you guys. I think it'd be a lot of fun to go out with you. Okay, we'll talk to you later. Thanks so much. Once again, flyfishingoutfitters.net is where you can get all the details, or stop by. Their location is right in Avon. It's in the Westgate building next to the Agave restaurant. You could stop in. They're there early, and they're getting the boats loaded up and moving on out. Also in Avon tomorrow, don't forget about Possibilities in Avon. It's the weekly arts expo that's been happening every Wednesday. Starts at 11 a.m., goes till about 4. They'll have a little live music. They'll have different artists that pop in each and every week. Now, the featured artist tomorrow is Lane Dukart, and Lane utilizes unglazed stoneware, clay, and copper wire to make some great creations. Let's find out more. We had a chance to talk to some of the artists that are going to be a part of the every Wednesday Possibilities at Avon Weekly Arts Expo. Here are the details. Hi everyone, we are at the Possibilities in Avon Weekly Arts Expo. Joining me now we have Lori Dunn, and she is with Lori Rose Photography, and she's got a very interesting story behind her art. And a lot of people would come up and just think, oh, it's the kaleidoscope effect, I wonder how they did it, but these are actually photographs and photographs of insects that you've kind of manipulated into different shapes, sizes, colors, and then they have an amazing finish. Tell us about this.
Yeah, so I start by photographing different insects. So for example, this is a moth, and I'll take just a little section of that photograph and begin to repeat and rotate it in Photoshop until I get a design that I'm happy with.
Wow. So taking a look at this, you see almost like, what, eyes, and then, you know, different colors from the wings of the moth. Wow, that is gorgeous. And who knew that you could come up with this idea? All right, what's this one?
This one up here is actually a praying mantis, and you can actually see this little praying mantis head and little arms right there.
Oh, wow. So I'm sure that that's the common reaction. Wow, what is that?
I always like watching people's faces once they figure it out. They have that aha moment.
Yeah, because it does resemble. You can see different parts that you recognize from that species and everything. Here's another one. This one caught me off surprise. First, if you look at, if I could take this, the photo composite first, oops, and then, yep, you can see the yellow in there, but then the shape is so different. So it's just, it really is interesting how you're able to do this. And not only in this form, but then you also have kind of this 3D version. Now, what was this before?
So in the three-dimensional ones, I'm still using insects. So this is a butterfly, and then I take the actual photograph itself and I fold it into a three-dimensional shape. It's mounted onto aluminum backing, and then it's coated in resin, which is what gives it that glass-like quality.
Okay, all right. And then all shapes and sizes. We've got some more over here. Do you have a favorite? Do you have a favorite insect? Or
it changes monthly, but my most recent piece I finished was this one.
Oh, wow.
This is called a shield insect. So you can see the little veins in the wings, and then also on the shell.
Okay, so once again, there's the actual photograph, and then she takes that and makes it into this. And then tell us about this finish, the kind of that resin, that shiny finish. I love that.
So everything I do, I print on a metallic photo-based paper, and then it's mounted onto cradled boards, so it's ready to go on the wall. And then it's coated in resin again, which is what gives it that kind of iridescent finish.
So it's ready to go. All right, and you're based out of?
Out of Denver.
All right.
Yeah.
And you've been doing art shows for?
About the last 3 years. Yeah.
Yeah. And what do you like about meeting the people and explaining your creativity?
It's just so nice to actually be out in the world talking to other people about my work and kind of feeding off of that energy and watching them kind of take it in and enjoy it.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you so much for
Thank
creating
you.
this. It's really
Yeah.
fun. If we want to follow you, what's the best way to do so?
You can visit my website and sign up for my mailing list, or you can follow me on Instagram. It's at Lori R. Dunn.
Okay. Or find her right here at Possibilities in Avon Weekly Art Expo. Want to give you one last look at the weather. We're seeing some warm temperatures this morning already, but we will be cooling off a little bit, especially if that rain comes through. In fact, our daytime highs won't be quite as warm as they were yesterday. As we look from Vail all the way down to Eagle, we can let you know what's up on our maps. So we're going to see sunshine this morning, and then we're going to see some clouds building by the afternoon and a pretty good chance of showers. They could be thunder showers as well, but it's nice because it actually kind of acts as nature's air conditioning and cool things off a little bit. This weather report is brought to you by Carrots, creating heirlooms for the past 50 years. They're located right in Vail Village across from Solaris on the west end of the parking structure. But weather for today, as we mentioned, clear this morning, nice and sunny, and we'll see the high right around 82 for Vail. And as if we look at Eagle, 87 for Eagle, and Edwards 84, and Avon will come in at 85. So a little warmer as you travel down Valley. And then overnight, we'll drop back down into the 50s. It took a long time for our house to cool down last night. So open up the windows, get the breeze flowing through there. Tomorrow, we'll see highs right around the mid 80s once again, and a little bit higher down Valley. And as you can see, for the next couple of days in the afternoons, especially, we have anywhere from about a 35% chance of showers tomorrow to about a 50% chance on Wednesday and Thursday. Rain kind of more in the evening. So that could affect the Eagle County Fair and Rodeo, but don't forget that happens rain or shine. They have the covered grandstands. So it shouldn't matter. And a lot of times if we get rain up Valley, they might be a little bit drier down Valley, down at the Eagle Fairgrounds where the rodeo will be held. And that rodeo action kicks off tomorrow and goes all the way through Saturday. So you have 4 nights of rodeos that you can check out, and then the carnival rides and all the different things that happen. And then tonight, don't forget that we have the Hot Summer Nights concert returning to the AMP. It is going to be Pink Talking Fish, which is a kind of a hybrid tribute fusion act featuring the sounds of Pink Floyd, Talking Heads, and Fish. Should be a very interesting show. This is a free show over at the Gerald R. Ford Amphitheater. So that is going to be for you at 6:30. Doors open at 5:30. You can get dinner there. They got plenty of things to eat at the grill, or you can always bring your own picnic. But alcohol, you got to wait and bring your own. You cannot bring your own. You need to buy it there. We've got a commercial, and then we'll come back with more Vail Daily Live.
Berkshire Hathaway Home Services for real estate. Where do we begin? For checklists and for wish lists. For tour after tour after tour. For is this the one? Or let's just see one more. For closing. Finally closing. Your forever agent will be there for all of it. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. For you, for life.
All right, let's take it outside. We got Ty Diaz standing by. Gonna find out if he's still down by the lake. Oh, there you are. Oh, you're in front of the mural. Is it finished?
Very good question. And I walk by here just to see it. I mean, I'm a fan of artwork and for paintings and sculpture. I look for ideas for what my next piece is going to be. It looks like with all the tape that's removed and the papers that were up to kind of protect the windows and the cherry picker, Tricia, and some of the I don't know. It looks like it's done to me. So,
I think it's done. Yeah, and Pat Milbury did that. So looks good. And you know what? I like how we were just talking about fishing.
Yeah.
And we saw some family fishing on the dock earlier. The stand-up paddleboard, do a little yoga.
You can find music in the park. I'm noticing some of that in the features. as well. What else am I saying? Volleyball, some biking, pretty much this overall lifestyle that you can find here. Ice skating, they do that in the wintertime when they take the big field in Nottingham Park and they create like a 3-rink area for either ice hockey, I guess it is, that you can do out there just for skating, family fun, volleyball. Come down to Avon, the heart of the Valley area, as you can see displayed here on the other side of this building, and check out this piece yourself. It's on the backside of the Avon Rec Center. Speaking of which, they have a lot of new things upcoming for the future of the Avon Rec Center, and we'll be talking about that this week on the show. But yeah, check out this art piece.
All right, that's so cool. I love that mural. So that's kind of on the south side of the Avon Rec Center. And then Ty is hanging out. You're going to be walking down Possibilities Plaza. And at the end of that, that's where the art show will be going on tomorrow between 11 and 4. All right, pretty cool stuff. Thanks for the tour of Avon, Ty.
I'm happy to do it. You know I am.
All right. Thanks so much for joining us today. We will see you on Vail Daily Live tomorrow. Hey, don't forget to submit your videos, submit your photos. Go to vaildailylive.com/submit, or you can tag us on Instagram. And then also don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel so you know when we're coming on live. Like us on Facebook, sign up for the alerts on Facebook. And then if you miss us in the mornings, you can always catch us later on. We're on demand all the time. Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Fire, as well as Facebook and YouTube. And we're also a podcast on Spotify. So we want to help you plan your day, plan your week, plan your month. We will consider us your concierge of activities and events here in the Vail Valley. Thanks for joining us. Have a great day. Stay dry this afternoon, and we'll see you tomorrow.